Hi everybody, I figured I'd jump on here today and put up a video and show y'all some stuff I got in the mail. And I want to tell you about a couple channels that I think y'all might, be interested or might want to check out. Um, yeah, it's been a minute. I have been very busy. I have made it into a few channels and, did some, watch their lives and stuff like that, but I haven't been putting up any myself. We've been really busy. Today actually we're still canning. As soon as I get done with this video, I'm gonna go down and finish canning some tomatoes. When the stuff comes in the garden, we gotta take care of that. Just been kind of working in the yard yesterday till I had a little run in with some hornets. I got stung on the ankle and on my hand. I was pulling, I have a honeysuckle bush out there and an azalea bush, and they were kind of growing into each other. So I had the trimmer out there, and I was trimming weeds and some of the bushes out of each other, and I was pulling them out. Well, we have these little like railroad ties stuck down in the ground, half cut off, from years ago. They're down in the ground, and I was pulling the weeds around the ground and putting them up on a trailer so we could haul them down to where we put the scrap piles and stuff. And I happened to look down and seen a bunch of things crawling on my tennis shoe, and I looked down and it was a wasp. Buddy, I kicked that tennis shoe off, took off running, and it got me on the ankle. But earlier in the day, I was up further from the azalea bush, and I was just pulling some weeds, and one flew by, and I thought it was a bee at first, and it got me on the side of the hand. And so I had to, take care of that. It stung and everything. I swatted it and got it on the ground, killed it, and didn't think nothing of it. Well, yeah, found out we got a hornet's nest out there, so it won't be there much longer, believe me. But yeah, a while back I had been watching this channel, and it's Jennings. Her name is Fiona, and it's Jennings 644, I believe, is her channel. I got it written down over there. Yeah, Jennings 644. I wanted to make sure I got her name right. And this lady, let me tell you a little bit about her. Her name is Fiona. She lives in the UK, and she is the sweetest, kindest, one of the nicest women that I've met on YouTube. And she does beautiful makes. In fact, I have learned a lot from her. I've learned how to make flowers, make appliques, make pretty little purses, decorate some of the boxes I've done. She's really inspired me, and I like to give her a shout out. And she has a little shop, and she sells stuff in her shop. And I ordered a box from her. It took a while to get here, and I've been like a kid at Christmas, waiting for that box to come, because I see all the beautiful things that she uses on her channel. And I thought, wow, I really want to do some of that stuff. I love the way she makes her flowers. I love the way she makes her leaves, her boxes, anything she touches, she makes it, and it's pretty. So she does a teacher of all crafts, and she is a sweetheart. She can be a firecracker if somebody makes her mad or does something wrong, and she calls you out on it. But other than that, she is one of the, I really like her. I can't say enough about her. Like I said, she's out of the UK. Unfortunately, she's had to close down one of her shops. But she still has, she's still going to be able to sell stuff, but she had to close down. It's going to close down in September. It's actually the shop that I had ordered some of this stuff from. But check out her channel. And if there is anything that you see on her channel you'd like or you'd want to get, you can contact her, and she will work with you. So, and I didn't open the box yet, but when it got here today, it was pouring down rain. I didn't see the mailman come, so it was wrapped in brown paper. And the brown paper got all wet, so I peeled that off because I didn't know if it was getting on the inside. But luckily, she put it in this box here, and it's all taped up. So I told her I was going to make a video, and I'd open this up on the video and let you guys see what all she said. So in doing that, I'm going to try to turn this camera down a little bit, and then I'll open the box and show you. Let's hope this works, guys. Let me see. It's going to. Yeah, there we go. Hopefully it stays. Oh, don't shake on me, please. I don't want to make everybody dizzy. Well, I guess that'll work. Hopefully it don't fall. Let me get this box. I'm going to take these scissors to it. I don't want to cut into anything. Boy, you got this tape good, Fiona. Oh, I feel like a kid. Christmas. I love it. I love it when you get stuff in the mail and you don't know what's in there. Okay, guys, let me back this up a little bit. Oh, okay. She's got it all individually wrapped. Wow. And it's pretty good size, guys. Okay, let's get this first one out of here. And then let's see what this is. I'm going to move the box, and we'll go through them a little bit at a time here and see what we got. Let me move this stuff out of the way. It's been raining here, so it was chilly, so I put on this longer sleeve shirt, and now it's kind of scratched up from trimming back some of those bushes. So, sorry about the noise, guys. Okay, now it's like bits and bobbles, is what I call bits and bobbles. But it's little things that, you know, sometimes when you need that little something, something, you know, to go on something that you're making, like a little button or a little flower or a little, you know, whatnot, you can, I love having that kind of little stuff around. Okay. Oh, she sent me some little envelopes. Oh, these are cute. They're cute. They're just little envelopes if you make junk journals, or God, I can't even talk today. Or, you know, you want to put together little stationaries or something. Oh, those are cute. It's got a moose on it. Going the wrong way with this camera, let me tell you. Take this. And we have one with the ladies. And we have one with some birds. Oops, in the corner. And we have a little fox. Little fox. And then we have one that's got little letters in the front. And then that one. Those are cute. Okay, now we have some laces. Oh, this is really pretty. Look at this, guys. And there's probably a couple yards here, or a yard or two at least. I think it's more like 2 yards. I know it's more than 36 inches. And I think I only ordered like a yard, maybe. I don't know. I don't remember. But yeah, that is some really pretty. Yeah, it's nice and thick too. We got some tassels. Got some of these. Those are pretty. I really like that pink one. And got some little purple. My granddaughter liked this. It's still unraveling it, guys. So there's quite a bit there. I don't know. My computer here is showing a little screen, but I think when it goes up on the big screen, it'll be big, but I'm trying to keep it in focus so you guys can see. Here's a little applique flower. That's pretty. You can fussy cut that out, or you can, you know, do just about anything with that. You could put it on a bag. You could put it on a box. You could, a lot of the blue. They're really pretty. I was getting kind of low on some of my laces. I like to keep a lot of trims and laces on hand, so this is really going to come in. And some double-sided tape. And we have these little wooden, like a little wooden button, I guess. Just little wooden somethings. Or whatnots, or whatever you want to call them. But there's that color, and there's pink, and there's gray. You could draw little faces on them. You could do so many different things with these. And they're wood, and she sent quite a bit of them in there. Thank you, Fiona. Oh, and there's more of them. Okay. And there's some more. There's some more of the pink and gray ones. Those are really cute. And some more. My goodness. Those are something. I got an idea for those. And a bag of different pearls. I like to take these and put them in the center of my flowers. And I also bought some little things from Temu, where these little pearls sit down inside it, and then you can put that in the center of your flower. I don't remember if it was Temu or if it was Amazon I got them from, but yeah, and these are all different colors of pearls. So, and you know, they're good and heavy pearls. They're not the little things that's going to peel off. You know, the coating on the outside peels off and stuff. Yeah, these are some good ones. And a big piece of this material. That would make a pretty lining in a box, guys. These are my colors. I love the muted pastels and muted colors. Look at that. There's quite a bit of that there, too. Yep. Gonna have to make a video. Oh, wow. Some more laces, guys. You know, I know I'm in love lace. These are pretty. Look at that. And like I said, there's quite a bit of it there. And it's a good solid. It's not a cheap filling lace. It's good solid. You know, it's not like it's going to peel or ravel. It's good and solid. I don't know if I'm saying it right when I say it's just, it's not cheaply made like some of them you see. You know, these are, yeah. There's that one, and then there's a pink one. Guys, these are, wow. And you know, her prices are really, really reasonable. Actually, I think they're fairly cheap, her prices. So you guys need to check that out too. Check out her little shops. You know, support your smaller businesses, because it's the little guys that have the biggest hearts. You know, when you have a small business and they're trying to keep their business going and help people out, and on top of it, they teach you and they show things, and they're not afraid to help you out with things. That's the kind of businesses you want to keep in, you know, in business. When you have these big companies that don't even give a shit if you get your packages, or, you know, just sell it just to get it out of here. We're making our millions, so what do we care about? You know, they run the little guy out of business, and then you ain't got nobody to deal with but the bigger guys. And here's some more feathers. These are nice too. They're not, let me see, let me open one up. They're not shedding. And I see that the feathers, you know how you buy a bag of feathers in a store, and when you open them up, like they'll be matted together, or half of it will be missing. Look at these guys. They're not. They're totally, half of them ain't missing. They're not matted. They're not, these are really, really, gosh, they're soft. Yeah, those are really soft. I like those. I got them in this green color, and I got them in white. I am glad because I don't have any feathers. I have no feathers. And when I was doing those fans, I was hoping I'd have some feathers to put on it, and I didn't have any. There's some pink, and I got them in lavender. So that's that package, guys. All right, let's see what else is in the treasure chest. Okay. Okay, she sent me a jar of pens. I had pens, but I didn't have any long ones. She's got that about as tight as that tape on that package. I don't know if I can get that open. Well, anyways, guys, they're big pens with big pearls on them. You can decorate the ends of them. So you can put them in some of the flowers you make, you know. Those are nice. I like the big long pens. They're easier to decorate with. Okay, and we have a bag of goodies. This one, I'm glad I got this bead tray over here. There's something on there. Here's a little bag of whatnots. And let's dump them out here so we can see them. I'm going to try to get through this, guys. It might be a long video because she packed this back box full. Oh, these are nice. Whoops. Yeah, drop it there. Guys, there's like 3 of them too. Look at these little cameos. And they're not cheaply made either. Look at that. I can't say enough about this stuff, Fiona. This is gorgeous. And we got some of these little things you could put in the centers of your flowers. And there's some more of them. Let me just put them in my hand and then I can just bring it up there and show them. There's another one of the cameos. Look at that. Those are really pretty. And you got these little roses. Now, I've seen the little tiny, little bitty roses. You know, these are a little bit bigger than those. And they're actually really pretty. I love the color. And there's these. I wonder if she made these. Because I've not seen these on any kind of craft shop. Okay. Let's go to bow. Some little flowers in the center. Yep. And there's this. And we've got some of these little applique florals. Okay, let's see what else is in the treasure box. Notice I call it a treasure box. Oh boy, we got another little container here of goodies. Well, let's get this open. Wow. There's a lot in here, guys. I'm just going to open it. Okay, here's some of them little things I was telling you about you can use and put your little pearls in the centers of them when you do flowers and stuff. Okay. And there's some pearls, some shells, some pearls, little heart. If y'all can see that little heart. All kinds of little goodies. Little butterfly. I don't know if you guys, it's so pretty. It's a butterfly. Another heart. Got some more brooches. Pretty flower. Here's a crystal butterfly. And we got a metal butterfly. That's nice too. We have some little things, little bead sequiny things that you could put in a shaker if you do like scrapbooking. Here's another little bit and bobber that you can, whatnot, that's what I call them. Because you don't know what you're going to make with them. So I just call them a little whatnot. And there's a couple of these bows. So there's that one, guys. And there's more in this. I'm not done. And there's a key. And some more. Look at this. I'm just going to lay these out. There's some big pearls. Some gold colored leaves. Some more of them. Guys. This would make you rethink some of them other little companies that are putting the little guy out of business. Or making them close up shop. You know, this is such a better deal. I'm not bashing the companies, don't get me wrong, but I just have a problem when, you know, the little guy gets hurt from it, so that's trying to make a living. So, yeah. I mean, share the wealth. You know, if you're gonna, even like one time order from, you know, one of the companies, and then the next time order from a little guy, or order from the little guy, and then next time order from I try to split it up, you know, share the wealth there. But when I see the littler companies struggling more, I'll order more from the littler companies. Got another bag of lace trims, and this is called Card Maker's Delight. She's actually wrote on the bags what she does with them. I didn't even pay attention to that till just now. This is the Card Maker's Delight. Oh, there's different little trims and laces. You know, you can use these in your scrapbookings. You can use these on your shabby chic reefs. If you like to make the little reefs, you can tie them ribbons on that. Look at that. That one's pretty too. This kind of reminds me of an old vintage. Some places. There's another box of goodies. Look at this. This is a pretty trim here. Okay, back in the treasure chest. Believe me, there's more. Okay. And here's some more laces. This is really pretty. I like the color of this. Look at that. You could even cut this and use, like, you know, the top part and use this bottom part for things. You could, you know, different, you could cut it up. You could use it as a whole. There's different things you could do that. And we had some pearl trims. There's quite a bit of that there too. Look at that. There's a lot of that there. That's really pretty. And it's soft. And it's got a really good backing on it, so they ain't going anywhere. Okay. You got these little ribbon enders. Put on the ends of your ribbons. And when you're making stuff. All different sizes, and there are them. There's gold ones, silver ones, bronze ones. I needed these. I really did. Alright, guys, we're still in the treasure chest. Oh boy, we got a basket full of stuff. There. Oh, wow. Alright, let's see. Let me try to slide that over a little bit. Guys. Oh, man. You are not going to believe this. These are really, really... I don't know if my hand is going to show these justice. Wow. Guys, and there's different styles. Look at that. There's a pink. And they're lace. They're like a lace trim. And they got pearls in the center. And there's lots of them. Some of them have the little pearls. Oh, look, jeez, oh, Pete's. There's a white one. There's a pearl. There's a pearl. Guys, there's tons of them here. I can't wait to see what I can make with these. I've got some ideals. It's another pearl. Wow. I'm trying to get show you just how many is actually there. And there's even another style. Let me put them there. Oh, Fiona. These are gorgeous. There's some more of the white. Oh, there's white and there's off-white. Okay. Like an ivory. Wow. These are... I don't think you can ever have enough flowers. So many different things you could do with them. Another one of them. Oh, these are just absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to keep that bag, but put them back in there. But guys, all right, I need to do something here so I can show you this stuff here. And it's taped up, so it's going to take me a minute to get the tape off. Wow. And I was so worried that our postman lost the stuff. I was emailing her. I probably made a pest out of myself. You know, because I know with all the tariffs and stuff going on, I thought, oh man, what if I don't get my package? I'll be so heartbroken because I just love her work. And, you know, she has a lot of things, the little whatnots and bits and bobs that I just don't have. And, you know, it's kind of hard to find them. And then if you do find them, you get 4 for like $5 or $6 or whatever, and you know that can add up after a while. So, and I like having quantity of different things. Wow. Okay, let's do it like this. I think that's going to work. I'm just going to pull out some of the... I can't describe all of this, guys. It would take too long. But you got, like I said, here's them little flower petals. And Like I said, you could put a little pearl in the center. And some of them have, she's already made with little rhinestones in the center. Oh, I really like this one. This is pretty. Whoops, I lost him. There he is. This is really pretty. My hands just don't want to work today. Jeez, oh Pete's. Don't want to be in my hand. That one. It's got a pearl and then it's got, let me do it like this. And it's got little rhinestones around it too. That's pretty. We got some more of that. We got some stamen. Oh, this is like wire so you can bend it. It's not that old cloth stuff that you can't keep a hold of. Or I can't keep a hold of it. Another pretty brooch. There's just, guys, there's so many in here. Look at these. Fiona, you overdid it. And I know this is a lot more than what I paid you for. Like I said, guys, she's amazing. I've never met her, but that's going to be on my bucket list. There's a lot of you that are in the YouTube that, you know, you meet and you just feel like you've known them forever. They kind of got the same style or likes that you do, and, you know, you just feel like you've known them, you know. She sent a bunch of these different colors. Remember the one I showed you over there? Look, all of these are in different. She sent me pink ones, blue ones, white ones, red ones. Oh, and some more of the cameo ladies in this bag. Guys, these are just too much. Look, another one of those. Some blues, some more blues and reds. And, oh, these are cute. Some of these, I got a couple of things of these, bunches of these. That you can use some more of them little cloth flowers. I'm going to have fun sitting here putting this all in little containers that I use for, these are just, I'm going to put these in a little thing where they sit out where I can look at them because they are just so pretty. Some more of the flowers, the little roses. I think these are a little bit of a different pink though. And another brooch. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Okay. Oh, let's see what else we got. Oh, wow. Oh, there's a note in here. A basket. Look at this. I bet you this stuff here is for to decorate this basket. How much you want to bet? I bet that's what it's for. Let's see. We'll find out. And it's empty. Here's some more feathers and a tassel. Oh, there's a note in here. I'll read that in my time. Let's get through this first. Here's some more of this. It's applique. And there's pearls. Look at this. She sent that. Some silk. And another pearl leaf. Some papers. Flowers. Those are pretty. I like this. That one's precious. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? She sent me a bracelet. Oh, no. It's so pretty. It's got a little angel wing on it. Oh, come on. Get in there. Focus it. Look at that little angel wing. Isn't that pretty? Those beads are nice. Put that on. There, see? Put that on. And we have some pink tulle. And we have some more of those leaves. These colors. Oh, another green slate. Look. It's got a little tassel. Oh. Thank you, Fiona. Some of these. Look at that. And it's kind of roughly. A couple of them in there. Oh, I know she made these because I've seen her do them on her channel, guys. And some of this. You can take this. She uses some of this stuff when she makes her flowers. And I want to learn. So, yeah. That one. So 3 of them. And we have some more of those pens. She stuck them in the thing there. This is cute. And some pink laces. Yep. Guys. Oh, almost forgot. There's some more in here. Some more pink lace. Really pretty. Let me move that over. And let's see. And she sent me a wooden box. Because she knows I like to decorate wooden boxes. Okay. That is so pretty. Okay, let me see what she says. Maybe, I don't know if I can read this on here. Yeah, this is for me and her. So, but guys, you know, like I said, check out her channel, and you know, give her a watch. You know, even if you just go in there and watch a video or two, give her a watch, because she is a teacher of all things. I mean, she can. Oh, nothing. I think this one. And like I said, her channel is Jennings 644, Teacher of All Crafts. I also said I wanted to shout out a couple other channels, and I want to do that before this video gets too long. One of the channels is Hotdam Elaines Crafting. Now, she does a video with her sister Dot, and she makes crafts, and on Mondays and Thursdays she plays bingo, and we have a ball in there. Everybody knows everybody. You know, you come in, the first 5 minutes you're in there, you're part of the group. I mean, you're all made welcome. You know, you're right in. The jokes, the laughs, the fun. It's not just bingo. It's just people having fun and meeting people. So, you know, on Mondays and Thursdays at 5 o'clock Eastern time. She lives in the West Coast, but she does it at 5 o'clock Eastern time, so that most of us are over on this side, we know. And we play bingo, and she has this wheel, and she puts your name down, and then at the end of the day, your name goes on that wheel, and then at the end of the month, she spins that wheel, and who's ever the name, you know, it lands on, she sends you a small little gift, or, you know, a card or something, you know, for winning. So yeah, check her channel out, guys. And she also, like I said, she does crafting, but you can go in, it's Hotdam Elaines Crafting. Check her channel out, go into her, you know, and subscribe to it or whatever. Go in there and check it out and see if it's something you'd be interested in. Another channel that has totally amazed me, it's called Positively Obnoxious. And it's a lady, her name is Amber. She has 5 kids, single mother, and she's living off grid. At one point in time, she was homeless and living in her car, and her sister talked her into moving to, I think it's Arkansas. And she went there, and somebody gave her an RV that was any of us probably would have said, oh my God, it needs to go to the landfill. But when you don't have things that you need, you will make the things you need out of anything you can get your hands on. But this woman, while being pregnant, took this RV. She made the back, she put new electrical in it. She put plumbing in it. This girl did it on her own. I mean, she had a little help from her brother-in-law and her sister, but she did it. And she did it. You've seen her doing the wiring, the plumbing. She'd take and cut down the little tree trunks and made trim for the walls and scraped the barks and made a room for her boys. And it's amazing. And now she had the baby. She had a little baby girl. Name was Willow. She's a few months old now. She's up on the roof of this RV tearing the stuff off the roof so she can get, the roof fixed. So before it gets cold weather, because it was leaking and stuff, and she had to put some vents up there and some, air conditionings and stuff. I mean, she grows a garden. She works on a car. There ain't nothing this girl can't do. And she's just a sweetie. And her name is Amber, and her channel is Positively Obnoxious. She's been fairly new, but I'm telling you, she's going to go somewhere. Her channel is really growing. It's bigger than mine, and I've been on here 3 years or more. So, yeah, that's another one that I really like that channel. Okay, another one is called Renegades Garage. Now, he's a certified auto mechanic. But he talks about anything and everything on there. But if you have a problem with your car, you can't figure it out, he'll talk to you about it. He'll show you how to install. He does things on his channel, like he'll show you how he's installed lights, how he's, did this to a vehicle or put something in a vehicle or took something off a vehicle. He walks you through it. He tells you, gives you his take on tools that come in or takes, if he likes them, if you don't like them, what they're good for, what you need, what you should, it's just, his name is David. He don't like to be called Dave, so just his name is David, but we all call him Renegade. And he is on Tuesdays and Fridays. And he, like I said, he's a really nice guy. Give his channel a watch. He could really use some watch hours and some subscribers too. So, and another channel is a friend of mine. His name is Arnie. And he has a channel. It's called Fun Seeker and Friends. We get in there and chat, and he talks about whatever the day may bring. And he does do bingo on Saturdays. He just started that at 7 o'clock. And we do the bingo just for fun, just to have something to do while we're in there. Sometimes I go up on his panel, which I could probably do now that I got this camera thing working, even though I'm all orange looking. But yeah, Arnie is a really nice guy. And he's on Tuesdays, Sundays, and Saturdays. Saturdays bingo is at 7. Tuesdays, I think he's on at 7 or 9. I'm not real sure. I can't remember the time on that one. But yeah, give Arnie, it's Fun Seekers and Friends. Another one, and this guy, I have never talked to him personally or in the chat or anything, but I've been watching his videos. And he's a very caring guy. He suffers from some illnesses, but he never ceases to help people. And he takes and does things out of his own pocket to help people. I don't care how dirty, how messy, whatever. He don't judge people. He's Johnny on the spot, and he does beautiful work. I love watching his videos when he does cleanups of houses, and his channel is Midwest Magic Cleaning. He does them with his son. His name is Mitch, and I just love watching him go in and clean houses, clean hoarder houses. He just, anybody that needs help and they call him or whatever, he goes and he saves their houses from getting in trouble, from being dirty or being taken out, and he's even took money out of his pocket to even make these houses look nice. And there's not very many people out there that will do that without asking for anything in return. But this guy, yeah, you're right on there, Mitch. You got a big heart, and you're scoring some brownie points with the maker. All right, another one is a lady that's on there, and I've started just recently watching her channel. She has 5 kids, I believe, and her name, she's a single mom, is Elizabeth Veronica. She's got a little baby girl called Amora, and she just does her daily routines, and she shows you what it's like to be a single mom and the struggles and the things that she does being a single mom and doing things on her own. She took a storefront, and because apartments were so expensive, she lives in Pennsylvania, and she took a storefront and made it her place to live with her children. And she does cooking on her show to feed her kids. She talks to you about different things, and she keeps it real. She keeps it real. I've been in some of her lives, and there has been people come in there and totally was a little obnoxious and said things that shouldn't have been said. And she just come off and she told them like it is. And that's the kind of people I like. Don't hold back. Let them have it. You know, I like that about Fiona. I like that about Mitch. I like that about Amber. You know, Elaine. I mean, you know, you can be nice and you can be kind, but you can't be walked over. And there's a lot of drama on YouTube, and there's a lot of people that will walk all over you if you let them. So, you know, you just can't do that, and you got to have some spunk. And, you know, you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them. So, and yeah. And that's about all I got for you guys. And I know this video's getting pretty long, but yeah, try to give those channels a watch over, or, you know, if you want, just put them on and watch them, something to do late at night. You know, there's been times I can't sleep. I just go down there. That's how I found a lot of these, is I couldn't sleep, and I go down and I turn on YouTube and I watch the videos, you know. Some of them I've met through other channels, and, you know, and then you got to give each other, you know, a lot of people don't know they're out there. And, you know, it's kind of like, tell people about them, shout them out, talk to them, and they'll do the same for you. That's how you get around, and you get to meet people, and you get to know people. I never met Fiona. I heard about her through another channel that I watched, and you know, I just started watching her, and next thing I know, I'm watching her all the time. I binge watched her because I love her makes. Emma Jones from what is her channel? She does the English paper piercing. You know, I watch her all the time, and I love her makes and stuff that she does. And she's in the UK also. So yeah, just, you know, check them all out. I don't know, you know, what crafts you're into or what you're not, but keep your options open. Do a little bit of searching. I mean, like I said, I watch the crafts. Lane does crafts. You know, totally. Amber, she's doing anything and everything to raise her kids, and she lives off grid. Totally redoing that RV to have a place to live. Yeah. Renegade, he's a mechanic. He's a car person. You learn from that. Arnie, there's questions. I am computer stupid. I go in there and talk to Arnie. He'll walk you right through it. He'll help me through anything on that end of the aspect. Midwest Cleaning, he shows you how you can go about cleaning stuff and organizing things. So, and Elizabeth Veronica, how it is to be a single mom and the things that she's went through in life, and, you know, she's separations and stuff that she's went through with her husband. And yeah, everybody's different. It's all aspects of the life. So, all right, guys, and saying that, stay kind, and I'll talk to you later. Bye now.